All right, so I promise over the next couple of days to get into some stats that I shared earlier. And, well, let's get into it on this episode of Car Coaching Chronicles. Let's start with the number 5. That's the number of offers each home on average is receiving. 5. The actual number is 4.8, but that's a weird number. How do you rate 4.8 offers? Like you didn't finish the last couple pages? Yeah, so 5. All right, so 5 offers per listing. If you have a listing that is sort of cool, but believe it or not, it's a pain in the ass. And if you are a buyer, it's a little scary, a little rough. So 5 offers on each listing. What do you do with that information? Armed with that info, how do you use it? How do you use it in your business? How do you use it in your planning? How do you use it in your presentation? How do you use it when you're writing the offer? Like, what do you do knowing that it's going to be you and 4 other people who are competing? Or what do you do when you have a listing and an offer comes in? Well, you know that there's going to be at least 4 others coming in, if not 14, right? But on average, another 4. So what do you do? Here's a little bit of my suggestion. If you're on the buy side, you got to make sure that the buyer understands those numbers. The buyer has to understand there's probably going to be 5 other offers on this home. There could be more, there could be less, but odds are it's going to be 4 others, or a total of 5 of us. Our offer needs to stand out. We can't go in there writing an offer thinking that we're going to like play the counter offer game and then not write our best offer, but write a lower offer, just hoping to get lucky. And if it doesn't work and there's a lot of offers, then we'll get a counter offer and back in the game. We are finding that a lot of people are not getting back in the game. You don't write your best offer out of the gate, you don't get to play the counter offer game with everybody else. So write a great offer. Maybe your best offer. If not your best offer, leave only a tiny bit of margin right out of the gate. That's number 1. Letting your buyers know that. Letting them know that that's why. That's the rationale behind it. We don't want to get left out of the counteroffer game. You might go a little bit higher, fantastic, but let's at least make sure we get the opportunity to do so. So write your best offer. All right? We need to be also recognizing, if we are representing the seller, that just because we get an offer or 2 doesn't mean we should accept it right away. Doesn't mean we should counter. Like, oh, I got an offer today, I should counter tonight. No. You have 3 days on most of these contracts. It's in the best interest of your seller to take as much time as you can, because let the opportunity for other offers coming in materialize. Because if you have a seller, it is your job to get them the most amount of money, to get them the best terms, to get them the best buyer. And by limiting it to only the first 1 or 2 that came in, you are not doing them justice. So have a little bit of patience when that first offer comes in the first hour or 2. Let it nurture, let it marinate, and get some more offers coming in until you get to that magic number of an average of 5 over the course of 24 to 72 hours. And then you can start talking with your seller about what to do. Again, now let's go back to the buyer side. You've told your buyers what's going on. You've told your buyers to write the best offer. Check this out. Communicate with the listing agent. And here's something that we are finding. Most people are not communicating with the listing agent. And when they do communicate with the listing agent, they're just like mean and rude, unfriendly, and probably mean and rude and unfriendly because they're tired of playing these hunger games with their buyers that we find ourselves in a lot right now. But be friendly, be helpful, be enthusiastic, put yourself ahead of the competition, not just with a good offer, but being a good agent and someone they want to work with. Because apples to apples, if the offers are the same, they're going to have to give the seller some advice about who to choose and why to choose them. And telling the seller that these guys, their agent seems great, friendly, going to be easy to work with, versus the other one, I know it's the same offer, but man, not easy, probably not going to be great. So if I had to choose one, since they're pretty much the same, I would choose this one. Be that one. Be that person. So a little bit of tip, a little bit of help for what to do with that first stat I gave you, 5 offers coming in. That's what you can maybe do and utilize a little bit. Thanks for watching Car Coaching Chronicles. I'll have the other stats later on this week. Bye.